Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Fanique, and today I am sharing with you guys what I eat in a day. For breakfast, I already started putting the cream cheese on. I'm about to eat. This is a big breakfast for me, by the way. Like, I usually just do a fiber one because it's low in calories, so you get a lot of fiber, get your system jump started. But it's a little late in the day. It's like hold on, let me pull up. What time is it? 1:57. I started my day very late, and I worked out today. I'm not recording the amount of calories from the workout, but it's about 190 was what the treadmill say. How accurate is that? I don't know. But yeah, this is my breakfast. It's kind of hefty though. Like, this is 250. Normally I'll try to do just half a bagel. Got my Waterloo. This is just a pineapple sparkling water. And it's 0 calories, 0 sugar. I've run out of spinach. Sometimes I try to eat spinach. And this is delicious. I love bread. I'm just not giving up bread. I'll eat it sometimes. I'll eat it just on the weekends. But I'm not giving up bread. All right, it's like 4:15-ish. Yes, 4:15. And I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I'm snacking on half a grapefruit just because I have a bunch of grapefruit and I'm just trying to eat them. I like grapefruits and oranges, and tis the season, so it's the time for me to eat them. That's how I feel, because everything else is just not great. So just a half a grapefruit because one, I want to save all my calories for my next meal. And maybe I'll have popcorn tonight, but I try not to do too many carbs. Also, I'm wearing a scarf today because I just don't feel like doing the most and no makeup. Because I don't feel like doing the most. I'm at home working all day. I'm actually sitting here watching Stanley Tucci's Searching Italy as he eats pasta and cheese throughout Italy. I'm eating a grapefruit and probably gonna have like half a cup of rice and some salmon later or something. So, but yeah, and I will show you, pop up on the screen, how many calories it is for this and how I'm tracking. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like crazy hungry yet, but I am getting there. And that's when I eat something a little bit more hefty. And then I usually stop eating around 8 and just drink all the water I can drink, because I don't drink enough water. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not drinking enough water. And I'm on like my 2nd can or maybe 3rd can of sparkling water, which I need to stop drinking. I drink so much water that the water I'm drinking needs flavor. And I like to put limes and lemon in there. So usually limes is, I squeeze like fresh limes into my water, but you know, that gets boring after a while too. So I need something else. So I drink like an array of different waters. I also drink lots of mineral water. I watched that Zac Efron Netflix special about water and different things, but water was one of them. And that's when I started like switching up my water. The sparkling waters aren't as great as the mineral waters are, but you know, what's a girl to do? Everything's not good for you and everything is good for you, and then it's not good for you again. Like, it's whiplash on healthy nutritional foods. So I eat what I enjoy, try to eat in moderation, try to eat balanced. Right now I'm trying to eat at a deficit. So here we are. And yeah, here we are trying to figure life out. All right, guys. Next you'll see my lunch/dinner, because I definitely had breakfast at 1 o'clock. But you'll see my lunch/dinner, and then I'll probably eat a snack tonight. The nighttime is the worst time for me because I always want to eat like a Take 5, which is a candy bar. If you've never heard of it, they're a bomb. It's like chocolate and caramel and maybe peanut butter, I don't know, and then like a pretzel. It's amazing. So, but if you don't like grapefruit and orange if you don't like that. Berries maybe. Pineapple has a lot of sugar in it, but I just think fruit, how bad can fruit be at this point? Like, you can't have sugar, you can't have candy. You gotta be able to eat fruit and enjoy it. Like, come on. All these rules around eating is just annoying as hell to me. That's a huge part on why I am, you know, counting calories, because one, I'm really realizing how many calories things are. Which I was like, oh, it's that many calories? I didn't know that. I was easily eating 2,000 calories a day. Easily. And also I'm realizing like how important and the most important thing to your diet, or top 3 minimum, is portion size. Always. Portion size is key. But anyway, I'm gonna stop my rant. I'll talk to you later. So usually I know it's like, Monique, you didn't eat that much today. I'm still eating. I'm about to heat up some rice, which is a lot of calories, depending on how much I eat. I'm gonna measure it. And then I'm going to eat a piece of salmon, which I'm actually gonna put on a scale to get the ounces on that. And I'm making some snap peas, or snow peas. Because I love them, and I'm supposed to be cooking tonight like a real fabulous dish, but I'm gonna put it off to tomorrow because I just don't feel like it. But it also is pretty good for me. I think maybe I'll go grocery shopping tomorrow. I don't have a lot of groceries, and I need to like get some spinach because I like to eat that from time to time. My Brussels sprouts went bad because I left them in there forever, and so I need to get more of that. Lettuce, my arugula. I bought arugula, right? And I would be eating arugula today. Like, I would have had arugula and made like that whole bagel a sandwich and put a bunch of arugula on it. But I accidentally put it in the freezer because I wasn't thinking. I was just in my head thinking about 5,000 things and put it in the freezer, and then went in the fridge the next day and was like, where's my arugula? And I opened the freezer door and it was in there. So it's no good. It's a no. I'm pretty, it was arugula. Yeah, it was 1,000,000% arugula. So I was just like, oh God. So now I gotta go back to the store. I like to eat a lot of fresh. So that's another thing. I always have to go to the store because I like to eat fresh. I thank God that I can eat fresh, that I have stores around, that I can actually afford the food. Because I know everybody doesn't get to do that. And eating healthy is expensive. So, okay, I'm about to show you what I'm about to eat. Let's go. This is leftover firecracker salmon. All it is salmon marinated in coconut aminos, coconut liquid aminos, or soy sauce if you eat soy sauce, and sriracha. So it's literally not really doing much but giving it flavor. So that's the best thing. So I'm pulling out my scale. I'm gonna put a plate on it and turn it on and make sure it's at 0. So it's at 0 now. Then I'm gonna take this piece of fish and I'm gonna put it on my plate just to weigh it. It's 4 ounces. Lovely. So that's gonna go into the microwave. I also have some rice, brown rice. That's also gonna go in the microwave. I'm gonna measure that too. So let's measure it before we put it in the microwave so we don't want to put too much. Ooh, let's get no morsel left behind, my friends. I'm just gonna put that, move this to the side and put this next to it. I'll mix them up. This might be a Emily Mariko vibe, but it's really just me trying to make this food actually fun and interesting. So that's what we're having for dinner. Well, I guess not really dinner. I'll eat again at like 7:30 probably. Look at the skin. I hate that I'm throwing it away, but I don't think I have it in me to saute it and eat it. simple situation. Just dropped liquid aminos everywhere, but we're just gonna go in with half a teaspoon. Alrighty, just spilled tons of liquid aminos, but as half a, I put in about half a tablespoon. I definitely measured it, and that's why I spilled it. I'm just gonna have like regular water. 1/4 of a lime juice. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so on my couch is my tail fire. And this is me working. That's my nose running. It's just, yeah, Max. Okay, so here's the dinner. Let's count this dinner. Hold on. Let's count the dinner right quick. And obviously I'm gonna pop it up on the screen. Come on. There we go. Okay, we're gonna mark this as lunch. We're going to say the salmon was 4 ounces and it was baked because that's how I made it. So we'll do half that. That's 230 calories. Okay. We're gonna do brown rice, and mine was long grain, cooked 1 full cup, 216 calories, so we're at 446. We're gonna add in snow peas. I did count them because that's me. Snow peas. I had 15 snow peas. Can I count them out or no? Bruiser snow peas. Snow peas cooked. Girl, I didn't measure them. Should we just make it 1 cup? It's not even a cup worth. Like, let's just guess it's 0.5 because it was like 15, and that's less than a cup. Almost a full cup, I'm sure. I'm sure it's probably less, but we're gonna put that in, and that's 18. Let me write in cooked actually. Add snow peas, and I put Himalayan sea salt on it, so Himalayan snow peas cooked. Let's try that out. 1 cup, 67. This is the same. Sauteed. Girl, same. It's like not that much, so we're just gonna put it in there. We're gonna keep what we have for snow peas. And then we're gonna add in, we had liquid aminos, coconut liquid aminos, and it was half a tablespoon. Coconut liquid. Now, I don't always need to measure unless I'm eating new things. I've kind of been eating this for a few days, but I just started putting liquid aminos in. Coconut liquid aminos, yep, 1 TT. That was the one I used, and I used half of that, so it's 15 calories for that. That's what I use instead of soy sauce. If you're new here, I had fibroid tumors that were removed, and they say soy alters your hormones, so I don't really choose to eat soy at home. At least when I go out, I have to be careful sometimes too. But did you know they use soy oil to cook a lot of foods? I am at Little Goat Diner, yeah, they use soy to cook your food, or butter. So I usually have to ask when I go there, and I really can only eat like eggs and a biscuit. 2 of my favorite things, especially a biscuit. But yeah, so right now we're at 479. Let's, for good measure, we'll put in lime juice because that is something, and then we'll just do like 1/4. It says 1 lime yields, and I'm gonna put in 0.25, and it's like 2 calories if we want to get. So now we have 372 left. Okay, yeah. What I'm gonna eat, I don't know. Popcorn probably, or another grapefruit, I have mandarins. I feel like I'm very carb heavy today with the rice and the bagel. So I'll eat like maybe something like a protein or just nothing. But they don't like it if I go under 1,000 calories in a day. They'll be like, do not go under 1,000 calories. Like, you're not eating enough. And that's the thing, like, people don't eat enough food and they're trying to lose weight, but your body's in starvation mode. You gotta eat food to lose weight, for one. And also the whole, I'm not gonna eat so I don't gain. You eat to maintain, literally. Or your body will start to store all your food. I don't know, but I just have a lot of friends who will drink but won't eat. I had somebody tell me the other day something that I was just like, you actually need sugar to live. So you actually do need to eat a little bit of sugar. You actually need to be eating food. Like, bread isn't the devil, but our portion sizes are ridiculous, and like we need to make them a little bit smaller. This to me is a large amount of food, and this is a small plate, by the way, but it just feels like a lot of food to me. And I can eat with the best of them, but just whole like not eating food thing, or this whole like being obsessed with being thin all the time, I can't do it. I can only be obsessed with like working out and eating healthy. I cannot be obsessed with not eating and trying to be thin. Like, I just can't do it. I'm in my 30s, babe. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat, period. But do I want to lose weight? Absolutely. I actually need to, so I won't be considered overweight for my fibroids, all this other thing. But this whole eating, not eating, fasting, not fasting, binging, not like balance, that's what I believe in. I had somebody tell me I'm just gonna give up like sugar and like for this amount of time and da, da, da. That never works for y'all because y'all binge it later. So cut back on everything so you don't binge it later. Now if you don't have a problem and you don't binge, then go ahead. But I say, if you like something, have it moderately. Like, work it into your allotted whatever. So if you count macros, or if you can't count whatever, work it into that, or just have 3 bites of it, and that's good enough, and that'll suffice, and that'll be so much better than just denying yourself and then binging it later. Like, I hate that. Denying yourself and binging later, 0 out of 10, negative 18 million. Like, don't do that. I hate that. Like, eat the food, have dessert, like, enjoy life. If you order dessert, have 3 bites, take the rest home, or share it with somebody, or give it away. I went out and had dessert, right? I didn't eat the whole dessert. Why? Because I don't want the whole dessert. Why? Because I don't deny myself desserts. I eat desserts all the time. Every meal if I can. Not tonight, because there's no dessert in my house. But if I would have ordered in, which I'll do one of these, comment below. I'll do one of these where I'm ordering in all of my food or eating out all of my food. Whew, that's a hard one too. That's a tough one because whoa. But like, work it into your life is my point. And I eat dessert all the time. I maybe not eat the whole dessert. I maybe eat half of dessert. I maybe just take a couple bites, but I do not deny myself dessert. Also, it's my birthday month. I didn't deny myself dessert ever. Okay, I'll be back with my snack or a recap. All right guys, it's 8 o'clock. I'm popping popcorn, if you can hear that in the background. I'm probably staying up to midnight like I did last night because I have become obsessed with Notion, the Notion planner, and I am getting all mine organized, and I kind of want to just get it organized tonight and be done. And then I also have to edit this video, and yeah, plan out my week like a crazy lady all tonight so I can just move forward tomorrow, which sounds nuts because it is probably. I think my popcorn's ready. It's popping. It's still popping. It's like popping. Okay, it's still popping. Okay, I think it's ready. Oh guys, I think I burned it. Maybe a couple kernels. Okay, I'll measure. I always measure my popcorn. Hold on. Let's move this. always measure my popcorn. Avocado oil. And then this from Trader Joe's right here. Let me just... Yes. This from Trader Joe's is like my fave. And I always put it on popcorn. So it's 3 cups. Hold on. 4. Okay, so it's 5 cups of popcorn. Not even, but we're gonna round up. 5 cups. This is 0 calories, so that's no calories. And then this is 0 calories as well. That's why I use it. I really don't believe in 0 calories, but I guess, girl. Popcorn's usually like very low cal snack as well. Here's my popcorn. Let me sit down. Alrighty, guys. This is the last thing I'm eating tonight, my popcorn. I can't wait to get rid of this couch. Y'all know it takes 50 minutes for a couch to come though, right? But anyway, still got water left over, but I'll be drinking another peach Waterloo tonight. So get you in focus. Okay, I love these. I love a lot of sparkling water. I got all kind of water. So, okay guys, this is my last snack of the night. Let's count. Popcorn. I'm gonna do 5 cups. 155 calories. I have 200 calories left for the night. I should have got to take 5. But I should take 5 now because it's 250 calories. Let me put it in. Look, I eat all my calories. Take. Oh, girl. How much is that more? Oh, she's gonna get a take 5. It's 210 calories for the take 5. There's a vending machine in my building. It had take 5s in it. Lit. I'm gonna get a sugar. Never, probably. I'll do a sugar reset. I'm gonna do a sugar reset like maybe March, mid-February into March. Maybe do a sugar reset, which means I just go off sugar and no like desserts maybe. I'm lying. I'm not doing that shit. I mean, I succumbed to the desire to get a take 5. It's a Reese's one too. I think they're all Reese's because it just tastes like the normal one too. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching my YouTube channel. I only went under 7 calories today. It's around 9ish, a little bit after, and yeah, I'm about to probably go to bed in like an hour. So thank you guys so much for watching. Or 2 hours maybe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like button, press subscribe so you get more videos like this, and of course hit that notification so you know when they come out. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon in my birthday haul.